Morning everybody. Good first day at the Players, wasn't it? Not sure about the new drivable par 4. What do you think? Post comments actually down below. Are you liking it or not? I like the fact it's drivable. I think that's a really good idea. I just think it's a shame that some people hit a 7-iron off the tee as a layup. I mean, that kind of makes it a non-watchable hole if they're going to choose that option. I'm not sure why that option isn't taken away. Then it make them hit it 240 minimum or into a space, or then go for the green. But the good thing with that course, they always will tweak it and make it what it needs to be. So yesterday's question, who do you think will win? There was a mixed bag of everyone. I'm not sure what DJ started with actually. I have to look it up. I couldn't see him on the leaderboard, but you got Adam Scott doing well. Garcia had his hole in one, even though not the best first round. Alex Noren, wouldn't it be good to see Alex Noren win? Who's in this one today? Someone's giving me a little tip, which I'm gonna try. Big day today. It's school disco day today. This is never a good sign. Here we go. Vandermill. And do it right in the bottom, he said. Yeah, this is working. Good tip, YouTube. Yeah, that's worked quite well. So today's question. How much time a week do you dedicate to putting compared to your whole practice regime? When I used to play full time, my putting would equate to around 40% of my practice. Post comments down below. What was yours? Hit the thumbs up button while you're down there. We're doing really well with thumbs up as well. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching and enjoying me, you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications. You won't miss a video. Oh, good 2 putts all up. Oh, mine has ripped it. Canny 2 putt or is all a 1? Oh no, Orla wins the Players Championship. She was right. You did win it, Orla. Right, it wouldn't be a week of daily vlogs if we didn't have a talk about pitching shafts on the downswing. This is quite a good action in lots of ways, but we need to get rid of this change of direction, this change of angle, if you like, on the way down to what happens on the way back. Way back angle of set is kind of around here at this point. Then as we start down, we see a pitching up of the shaft, so we see the steepening of the shaft. Now lots of people would call this out to in, over the top, those kind of things. But what we see from this golfer as he comes down to hit the ball, I see kind of a, looks like a bit of a toe strike down in there. And a club path wouldn't be as violently left as it maybe appears on the way down, but certainly would be slightly left. The pitching of the shaft like this makes it very hard to control strike for golfers. Certainly left and right misses can be an issue, but I would see this person suffering from pulls and cuts, those kind of things. So we're going to have to do, again, the normal steepening of the shaft ideas. Coach!
Alright.
The gifts of Ray are like little rays of sunshine, aren't they?
You mean a gift like that thing?
Yeah, the gift, sorry, you know,
yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen the Wrecking Ball one?
Yeah.
So let's get that shaft laying down. I'm going to use this to illustrate this idea. So let's see if we can get this magnet stick off my face, pointing up to the sky as you pull down. What I mean by that, from here, as soon as you pull down, I want you to lay the club behind you and flatten the lead wrist so this points up to the sky. So you can see that like almost pointing straight up, just over into the left distance here. Now that move is an exaggeration. If you were to do that, there's a good chance you might go left. But that's not a bad thing for people who swing the way you do. Getting them to curve the ball left just kind of opens up their mind to different possibilities, different ways of hitting the ball. So if you think about your pull down, you're standing the shaft up this way, so you can see the stick just points way off to the left. I want you to feel like you're laying it down and flattening that wrist to point this up at the sky, almost like you're getting this way. So the key thought I get for students that really works is actually exaggerating this move so it is literally pointing straight up to the sky in their minds. They never do that. You get them to feel that and it changes how they lay the shaft down and then in turn very much how they deliver it to the ball. So some people you can say I want you to get into X position and they hit it, but people who fight it I get them to overdo it. So I would say literally try and get that face pointing straight up to the sky, dropping your hands in and spinning out to hit your shots. That thought absolutely works for students day in, day out. I'm gonna have ham and eggs for lunch. Let's answer your questions.
Hey Mark, hope you're enjoying being back home. I have a late night question.
No.
And that question is, do you think there is an age limit on greatness? Do you think that if a person starts playing at, say, in their 20s, they can possibly be a scratch golfer one day or better, you know? What do you think? Do you think it's possible? Let me know. Let me know what your expert opinion is.
Now, there is always exceptions to the rule. I think Greg Norman was a great exception. He started when he was older. Was it 16 or something when he started, opposed to most of them starting as kids, aren't they? So my experience has been more, I've seen lots of people start at an older age who maybe have been successful in things like business or other sports, and they don't give golf the respect it needs as a game. I don't mean all the dress rule rubbish and all the like club snobbery. I mean as in how tough this game is and how good players are. So I see them, you know, saying things like they're going to get this handicap, they're going to do this. And one thing that's really clear in golf, and it's probably in other sports as well, is that people love to talk. So there's lots of talk and not many doers. The doers end up on tour. That's what doers do. There's lots of people who miss by one shot. Should have been on tour, could have been on tour. Oh, he was the best player in the club and la-di-da-di-da. If you're any good, just be good. Be good. Win things. Go out and win. So I think anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So yes, you can be scratch. Remember, and you kind of say it in the question, scratch doesn't mean you're any good. Scratch is one level of, I mean, it's very good standard to play in the rounds of golf, but it's not very good standard in the full rounds of golf compared to where tour players and even good pros get to, very good amateurs get to as well. Handicap's kind of irrelevant as well. It's more about what you win. Win the British Amateur, win the English Amateur, win your county championship, win, you know, get in your county team, win matches. That's really what matters, not your handicap. So in answer to your question, yes, I think you can, but I think it's very hard, and I think it's much, much slimmer odds compared to starting at an earlier age. Right, next idea, I've got 3 clubs in my hand. They happen to be 3 putters because this one's really heavy, and it's the weight I want you to use to help you get the feel of this club dropping. You could do this on the range, or you could do it indoors, you could do it in your garden. So I've got 3 clubs, just grabbing them, literally just grabbing them, and I'm going to put them up behind me in a backswing, making sure I'm turning with my body, using my body, but from here, because the weight of these clubs, I'm going to feel them just drop, and I'm going to swing them out in front of me. Same time, I'm going to do what you do, which is stand the club up, and that just feels like they're going to come towards my left heel, which I'm pretty keen on keeping intact. So I can feel how it makes no sense to swing the club that way when it's weighing this much. It makes sense to just let it drop behind you, then kind of regather that force and chuck it out in front of me. And it's this feeling you need to try and recreate when you've got the lighter club in your hand, this feeling of almost the club feeling like it's dropping and then swinging again. You could do this on the range with 1 club, tennis is an iron, and then try and get the same feeling of that laying down and hitting out. I do this drill with juniors, works really well because you often don't need many clubs to make it feel too heavy for them. Certainly adults as well, but you just need kind of 2 or 3 clubs in the hand to really get the feel of that club laying down and spinning out. This will totally transform the way you hit the ball if you can get this feeling into your everyday golf. Right, collected. It's school disco night.
Today was a fun day at school.
Was it? Why?
Because nobody got told off.
Right, these kids are going to be washed for school disco. Someone's been washed and is ready for a disco. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below. Thumbs up, as always. The daily vlogs, loads more coming at you next week. In France next week, heading to Paris to play a bit of golf with Coach. Let's get this school disco on the road.